Okay, hello book lovers and welcome to Book Talk Radio Club. My name is Claire Perkins and today I'm talking to author Sue Ziang. Sue is the author of the book Young Mind, Young Body, a transformational approach to rejuvenating youth and vitality. Sue also coaches private clients on the same subject. Hi Sue, first of all welcome and thank you for coming on Book Talk Radio Club.
Hey Claire, it's so great to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. So tell me, Sue, what was your inspiration behind Young Mind, Young Body?
Wow, that's right to the heart of the whole thing. We always have a reason for doing the things, especially for the things that takes quite some endurance and persistence.
Yes, absolutely.
And the consistency. I came to America in January 1983.
Right.
And I have this dream to be here to pursue my MBA. And my American dream, exactly what that dream was, I had no idea. Just the faint idea that it's a bigger house and it's driving cars. That was my idea. And before I knew it, I was in a fast lane. Corporate America's fast food, and no home cooking, nothing of that sort. And, of course, I became one of the epidemic.
Right.
And I was overweight. I had a gestational diabetic, and I was always tired, and I was angry, very, very angry, and constantly asking, why me? What have I done to deserve this?
Yeah.
What's happening to me? Why did I give up a teaching post in China in a college to come to America to start from the bottom and then get sick? And in the end, there was nothing left to give. And I remember back then my daughter was in her toddler years. And I look at her. She wanted to play with me. I had no energy to even stay up with her.
Right.
Yeah, and then one day I was listening to Sue Ziang. She talks about her cancer, surviving her cancer. And when she told her doctors that she's not going to go for the chemotherapy, and her doctors asked her to get her affairs ready. And 10 years down the road, she was telling her story.
Right.
And so, of course, here I am on a journey to heal. So I healed my body, and I got my weight down. I was like 165 pounds. I'm a very tiny person. I'm 6'2", and now I have been 115 for quite some time. No fluctuations, nothing. And I reversed my diabetes for those numbers.
Right.
And my energy level has been up. And I'm basically growing younger every day. And the feeling, the sensation is just marvelous. And, once I got my body, my physical things back in peace, and there was still the last piece I was wrestling. That was that, what really was my life purpose.
Right.
I see people, on the radio, on the TV, they lost their weight, and they get it back, and that's so much more. I'm saying there must be something here. That's a multi-million-dollar industry. Look at the whole world.
Absolutely, yeah, very much so.
India and China, and ranked number 1 and 2 for diabetes. So I said, I'm thinking to myself what I knew back then. There must be something there, and that was organic, no pills, nothing.
Yeah.
And so I enrolled with Institute for Integrative Nutrition, and then I started seeing clients and write my book, and here I am. I'm, this chapter of my life.
Wonderful.
My purpose in life is to help people to realize that health and vitality is in our own hands. It's on what we do every day, in every moment, the choice we make.
Exactly. Sue, I'm a great fan of Dr. Bruce Lipton, who believes that our way of thinking affects the body's cells. In other words, when we have positive thoughts, our cells react positively and create vitality and health within the body. Is this the magic wand of which you write about?
Yes, very large part of it, it's that our body, the cells in our body, the muscles, all of that, they have this plasticity nature. So our thoughts changes the pattern, and the food, the movement, and the habits rewires the pattern, everything in our body. And so basically what we think, we become. What we eat, we become. What we do, we become. What we feel, we become. How we assimilate our emotions, and how we perceive the world outside of us.
I couldn't agree more. Yeah, I agree with you. That's exactly how I think. Totally. So would you agree that we are each responsible then for our own aging process?
Yeah, as much as, our physical body is going to decay at a certain point of time, the degree of which depends on how we live our life. So aging can be a very graceful thing, and it can be a process that injects more life, more quality into our years, and it's more on how we live our life that determines how we age or how we use.
Yes, absolutely. I see from your website that as well as writing, you offer Qigong. Have I pronounced that correctly?
Yes, Qigong.
That's what I thought, which is known as walking meditation. Can you explain to Book Talk Radio Club's listeners, and me, of course, what this is all about? What is Qigong?
Qigong is a Chinese direct interpretation. Qi means life energy, and Gong means the cultivation of it. So it's pretty much cultivate life energy.
Right.
So you have this, that's a walking meditation, that's a term from Harvard University.
Okay.
And John Wayne has a book on Qigong, and in there he talks about Qigong being a walking meditation. So that's a 1,000-year practice. It's practiced by the Taoist practitioners in China. These people, immortals, and they say it's pretty much if any one of us wants to have a life that integrates every part of us, that's our body, our mind, our heart, and our soul. And that's a great way to achieve that.
Right.
And so it's mind-directed body movements. It helps to concentrate the mind, for the mind to drop into the body with the body movements.
Interesting. For many years, I have used herbal remedies myself for any health issues. It would appear that many people are returning to ancient and traditional healing methods. What do you put that down to?
Yeah, we have this thing that medicine for food and food for medicine. Chinese cooking, in a very large part, is about that. And the herbal medicine has been a large part of Chinese medicine. That, we talked about Qigong. Qigong is one part of Chinese medicine. Then you have the diagnostic part, the energy, acupuncture, that's one part. Herbal remedy is the third part of that.
Right.
And it has been over in Chinese history for thousands of years. And everyday cooking, people pretty much intuitively know the healing properties of the major foods. See, it's like they have these properties of cool, cold, warm, and hot, and that's how to address our body.
Right.
For example, see, like summer, we are all hot. There's a hot temperature outside, and our body accumulates hot as well.
Yeah.
So green leafy vegetables would cool that down. So that's a counterbalance. So our body achieves balance.
Oh, so that's why people eat salads in the summer.
Yeah, it runs deep. It's a part of us.
I know.
We're part of nature.
I'm oversimplifying. I know that. You've received some great feedback for Young Mind, Young Body, including, and I love this, the fountain of youth without surgery. Of course, it goes without saying we all deserve to live a happy and healthy life. But no matter what, there is always going to be some people that don't believe they do. What would you say to them?
Well, what's there to lose to believe it? I mean, you are here, you are living anyways. It's either this or that. If the way you are living is not getting you where you are, if you feel tired, if you have that weight that's not going away, if you feel depressed, if you feel fatigued, and if you feel lost, I mean, what's the harm to give it a try? Just keep your heart, keep your mind open.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree. Your approach is synergistic healing. What is synergistic healing?
That's a very wonderful question. That's how I named my business, Synergistic Healing.
Right.
And it's most people, when we think about health, we think it's the weight, and we think it's the fat, and it's so much more. So by synergistic healing, I mean it's the comprehensive approach, because we are multidimensional beings here, living in this body, experiencing these human experiences. So that put us to this multidimensional thing. So we needed to eat, and we have a mind, we think thoughts, and then we have this spiritual dimension that's where we can tap into that fountain of youth, that stillness, and that forever, that's eternity. And then we have the body that's made to move. You know, the Chinese, the word for movement means that the first letter means being alive. The second letter means move. That means when you're alive, you move.
Sure.
So all of these things put us into this multi-dimensional dimension. So that requires us to have this synergistic healing. We go into this life, way of life, from all different angles. So it's a way of living.
Right. That's interesting. I mean, everything you're saying, I totally agree with. I've been doing it for years and years and years, and it's made a huge difference to my life. That's for sure. So tell me, what's next for Sue Ziang?
Very good question. I have been writing. This is the last stage of my book, the Qigong ebook, the Primordial Qigong ebook I've been writing.
Okay.
That's Qigong form incorporates the Chinese 5 elements.
Right.
That's feng shui, that's the location. Feng shui and the bagua position. That you stand in the center of your life, or stay centered, inner center as well.
Yes.
And orchestrate things in your life. And alchemical process, that's the gradual change from base metal to gold. The alchemical process, and the 10 steps. And so I'm about to wrap up that book.
Fantastic. I must read that. You and I are going to have a very long conversation sooner or later. I can see it. Off air, obviously. Oh, that's wonderful. So when will that book be ready to be published?
This is going to be just an ebook. It's not as long as Young Mind, Young Body. Young Mind, Young Body is about 360-some pages.
Right.
Yeah, this book will probably be around 100. It's a short book. And it's, I would say, probably before the end of the year. Okay. I like to live through. Live through the message, live through the book, and embody that in my everyday living. So there's no rush. And the other thing is that I've been immersed. I'm so amazed by our body, by the intelligence of our body. So I'm in a certification and a licensing program with Shiatsu. That's
I know.
acupuncture pressure,
Sure.
acupressure.
Yeah.
Yeah, meridian massage.
That's it.
Asian body work.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
And so I'm into that program, and in the meantime, I'm having fun with my people, my community, writing, posting every single day, just as you are.
Yeah, exactly. So where can Book Talk Radio Club listeners purchase your books?
Oh, it's my name, www.suzang.com. It's Sue Zang, SZIANG.com. And let's get to my book. Get to my website. It's just a book.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing is just search Young Mind, Young Body on Amazon. And the other thing, I have email newsletter sending out. It's free. Many people, just my emailing list has several transformations over without purchasing anything from me.
Oh,
so
right.
once you get to the site, just sign in, opt in to my email newsletter, and you'll get a 10-day. It's a 5-day spaced out during a 10-day period.
Right.
You could have that health coaching program as well.
Okay. Well,
and it's all free for the taking.
Okay, thank you, Sue. Well, that was fascinating. Please come back on Book Talk Radio when you've published your next book, and I'd love to chat with you and hear more. In the meantime, good luck for the future, and thank you, everyone, for listening to Book Talk Radio. Bye, Sue.
Thank you, Claire.
Bye.